And now, the general weather around Alaska.
25th, 2023. You can reach us at 1-855-937-4977, online at weather.gov/Alaska, or you can email our media specialist, peter.chan@noaa.gov. First of all, we have a very important outage to let you know about. The NOAA weather radio will be out, and it's already started from 2 p.m. Friday, August 25th, through 5 p.m. Monday, August 28th. Here's a list of the stations impacted. It's Utqiagvik, Kotzebue, Nome, Bethel, St. Paul, Unalaska, Cold Bay, and Yakutat. Again, you can reach our products at any time for forecast warnings and tsunami information at weather.gov and tsunami.gov. That's weather.gov and tsunami.gov. These are some of the impacts of this outage. Some surface, hydrologic, and ship observations may be unavailable. At the 12Z or 4 a.m. upper air observations, excluding Utqiagvik and Anchorage, will be unavailable. NOAA weather radio at 8 sites will be out of service. The Alaska Aviation Weather Unit graphics may be delayed or unavailable, and some Alaska Weather TV graphics may be delayed or unavailable. Experiment Alaska Aviation Guidance will be unavailable. So again, it's already started. It's from Friday at 2 p.m. August 25th through 5 p.m. Monday, August 28th. But again, you can reach our information anytime online at weather.gov or tsunami.gov. We have a very active weather pattern today and goes until the weekend. So we have a wide range of advisories and watches to discuss today. First of all, we'll cover what's going on right now. We do have a strong gradient with high pressure to the western Bering and low pressure systems in the eastern Bering that's causing strong flow across the Bering Strait and into St. Lawrence Island. So we have high surf advisories for those locations until Sunday evening. Further east, we also have a ridge of pressure in the Gulf of Alaska, as we'll be going to in a moment. But that gradient is causing strong winds across the Alaska Range, and that continues until Saturday evening. We have that wind advisory across the Alaska Range. Meanwhile, we have a flood watch across much of south central Alaska, from the Susitna Valley into the Glen Allen area, Valdez and Cordova. It starts at 4 p.m. Friday, and for western portions, it ends Saturday evening. But as we go towards Cordova and Valdez, that continues until Sunday evening. So if you're going to be traveling in these areas, or if you plan to be near rivers, be cautious. We do have a flood watch out for those areas across much of the weekend. Our fire danger is fairly low. Again, we're looking across much of the state. That's due to all the recent rain. We do have a few patches of medium to high, but again, for the much of the state, conditions are very low risk for fire. This is our fire weather update from our friends at the Alaska Interagency Coordination Center. This is from yesterday, so pretty up to date. We got wet weather has virtually ended the fire season for much of the state. Some exceptions in southeastern interior where duff fuels remain dry. Chinook winds will keep upper Tanana Valley warm and dry through the weekend, allowing some fire growth. Our outlook is if significant rains of greater than 1 inch do not reach the upper Tanana Valley, fires there may become active during spells of sunny weather in late September. Now let's take a look at these active systems. We have one low pressure system that's rapidly moving northwards. We have another system just south of Nome that is starting to dissipate, but still bringing some showers across the area. Meanwhile, we have strong high pressure in place across the Panhandle and further towards Shemya. We have two very strong ridges in place. So you can see it's moving northward rapidly. Here's our low pressure system as it currently is now, 996 millibar, and our dissipating low, our ridge to the west and our ridge to the east. Again, very clear conditions across the Panhandle. For tonight, that low moves quickly towards the Alaska Peninsula. But again, we have this very strong gradient across the Bering Strait. We also have a strong southwesterly flow coming in towards the Kenai Peninsula and towards South Central. That is going to be streaming moisture northward along that front in the overnight hours across Kodiak and across the Kenai Peninsula and into eastern parts of the Gulf of Alaska. That front continues to slowly drift Saturday. Again, broad southwesterly flow will continue to support rain across much of the area. We also have a low pressure system moving across, bringing a front across portions of the interior. So again, for Kobuk River, there's no advisory out, but river levels will be pretty high this weekend, covering some gravel bars, excuse me. So in NOAA Tech and Kobuk River basins, please travel with caution and expect high water levels, approaching advisories potentially. So keep up to date on your latest information. Sunday, the lows weaken, but we still have a pretty good low pressure system present up in the north again, causing the widespread rain showers. And some of the southwesterly flow diminishes. But again, the advisories the flood watch is until Sunday evening across eastern portions of the Gulf of Alaska. Meanwhile, we have that low pressure system moving into the western Bering. Finally, let's look at some of our weather, our temperatures that are expected. Saturday morning in the Panhandle, we can expect temperatures to be in the mid-50s. And the same story across Kodiak Island, 55 at Anchorage and 53 towards Talkeetna. As we reach Saturday afternoon, we reach 65 in Anchorage, 63 across the Kenai and Kodiak, and warm temperatures in the Panhandle where they're getting a little more sunshine in the 70s in the southern portions of the Panhandle. Sunday morning, again, temperatures generally in the low to mid-50s across much of south central and into the Panhandle. Sunday afternoon, temperatures will be at 64 in Anchorage, reaching up to 66 in Gulkana. But again, with continuing rain, we expect temperatures generally to stay in the low to mid-60s. Meanwhile, in the Panhandle, we're warming up into the mid-70s with some of that sunshine. As we go further north, again, cold air remains entrenched across the North Slope after that upper level system that moved through earlier this week brought a lot of cold air to the area. So we're also expecting, temperatures will be in the upper 30s across much of the North Slope Saturday morning, 53 in Fairbanks, warmer in the interior. We're looking at upper 40s to lower 50s. As we move towards Saturday afternoon, a nice 70 in Fairbanks, temperatures in the lower 40s along the North Slopes and a few 50s in the Brooks Range, but warm temperatures in the plains in the interior. Sunday morning, again, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 30s to lower 40s, 56 in Fairbanks. By Sunday afternoon, still we're reaching 69 in Fairbanks area, and we also have some 40s along the Seward Peninsula. For Saturday morning, we are expecting, again, with all those low pressure systems moving across the area, temperatures in the upper 40s to lower 50s. By Saturday afternoon, maybe reaching 55 in Bethel and a few 60s along in the interior portions along the Alaska Peninsula. But as we reach Sunday morning, again, upper 40s to mid 40s across much of the Bristol Bay and Alaska Peninsula. Sunday afternoon, temperatures will be in the only 51 in Bethel, so definitely some cooler air with those systems moving through. For your long-term outlook, August 31st through September 4th, our 6 to 10 day outlook, we're going to be expecting above average temperatures in the eastern portions of the state into the Panhandle and near normal out towards western portions of the state. Our rainfall is expected to be generally above average, but a higher chance of it being above average near the Fairbanks area. And that 8 to 14 day outlook, similar story. We're expecting above average chance for above average temperatures, but generally near normal as we go west with general above average precipitation expected.